Hello everyone, my name is Lisa Mariposa and I'm a yoga and meditation teacher and holistic healer. And today I want to speak about the topic of healthy anger. More and more people, but especially women, are suffering from chronic physical pain, autoimmune diseases, fibromyalgia, and many more. And the biggest root cause of those physical conditions are unhealed, unprocessed, and suppressed emotions, especially anger. Now, anger can be our biggest friend. Anger shows us when we are mistreated, abused, when something is not right. Anger tries to protect us. But in this society we're living in, anger is not really appreciated. And especially as women, we are conditioned that we should be the nice ones, caring, loving, gentle. And this feminine anger is not really appreciated at all. People don't want to see it. So we learn, probably at a young age already as children, to suppress that anger. Maybe we are being told by the parent, hey, calm down, don't show your anger, don't be like this, don't behave like this. So we nearly become afraid of showing our anger or expressing it. And now many of us women have been through trauma, through sexual assault, sexual abuse, rape, or through another form of oppression. And here the dangerous thing comes. If we are going through that, we often go in a state of denial. And this is also a form of our psyche and our nervous system to protect us. So often it happens that we freeze, or that we dissociate, that we nearly can have a out-of-body experience, and it's very unreal what was happening to us. And this is a healthy protection mechanism. The problem is, after a while, whatever we don't process mentally, emotionally, in our nervous system, it becomes truly trapped in our body, and it then manifests as physical chronic pain. And I myself, I'm a survivor of sexual abuse. And ever since then, ever since that trauma occurred, that event occurred, I've been suffering from immense pain, mostly in my joints, in my ankles, knees, in my sacral vertebra, in my spine, sometimes even in my wrists, wherever, in the joints, in the bones, in the muscles, and even in the nerves. I sometimes get this nerve pain. And at the beginning I couldn't understand what was happening to my body. And I went to doctors and we checked everything. We checked for different autoimmune diseases. And there were some hints that it might be something like this, but it wasn't clear enough. And after a while, as I started to heal my own trauma, I could deeply feel that this is all the pain and the stress and the unprocessed emotions that are trapped deep, deep down in my bones and my joints. And as women, this is not just happening in our life. This is also very likely in our ancestral line. Most of our ancestors have been through sexual abuse as well, unfortunately. Also in the times of the First and the Second World War here, for example, in Europe. I mean, we honestly don't know what has happened, and the problem is that the generation that came before us didn't openly speak about it. So there are much, much more victims of sexual abuse than we think. And now it's a time where more and more women find their voice, their expression, their courage to speak about it, to raise their voices. And I'm one of them. And I feel I have to use my voice to speak about those things, to express my own anger in a constructive way of being brave and speaking about it, and hopefully inspiring and helping others with that. And I'm also a singer, musician and sound healer, so I know the importance of the voice. And many times when we don't express our sadness, when we hold back our tears, and when we don't express the anger, that truly gets trapped in the throat. Sometimes also in the stomach, or of course in other parts of the body. That is very individual, but many times it's here in the throat. So voice liberation, singing, chanting, even screaming can be a powerful tool, especially for us women. Not to be silent, to suppress it, to hide it. And I've been hiding my trauma long enough because I carried a lot of shame and even guilt, or maybe even blamed myself for what has been happening, until I realized that nothing of this is my fault, that this is a huge problem we face as a society, that things like this still happen to so many women, and not just women. Unfortunately, it happens as well to men, it happens to children. So this is a huge issue. And the more we speak about it, the more we are brave, the more we liberate ourselves, the less our physical pain becomes. And it's not just like this physical pain in the joints or autoimmune diseases. Often it's also very severe PMS, strong menstrual pain, sometimes endometriosis. It can have so many symptoms, and it's different for every person. But this physical pain has a deep root cause, and that's why we have to dive deep there. We have to dive deep into our own healing, processing, and there are many beautiful tools to do that. I personally love to work with yoga, because yoga really starts moving that stuck energy, stuck emotions, and it's just amazing because trauma is also within our muscles and our fascia. And through doing physical movements, we can also work on releasing that. I also love to work with breathing. Breathing is a powerful tool as well to move those stuck energies and to go deeper and to feel what you have been suppressing. So breath work and yoga can be very powerful tools. I'm a big fan of all kinds of somatic exercises, like trauma release exercises, somatic experiencing, or even craniosacral therapy. So I really recommend, when dealing with sexual trauma, to not just work on the mental and emotional level, but to really work physically and somatically. And somatic, that's all that is related to the nervous system, to get out of that survival mode, to get out of the fight, flight, freeze or fawn response. And I will talk more about this in another video. We will dive deeper into the nervous system. But I really recommend to find a good practitioner and to start incorporating exercises to your daily life, such as breathing, yoga, meditation, journaling, visualization, and also learning how you can regulate your nervous system. Now, if you want to work with me and have a one-on-one healing session, I offer intuitive holistic healing sessions where I use many different tools, many of them that I have described in this video. And it's so important to get support. I myself still go to a therapy on a weekly basis, but I've also learned so many tools that I can practice for myself, and tools with those I can help others to heal and to find their true inner power and to express their healthy anger and all the other healthy emotions that are just a normal reaction to the severe trauma we have suffered. So I will link my Instagram and my email address below. You can find me there, contact me anytime, send me a message if you wish to be guided on your personal healing journey. I'm wishing you all the best, so much strength, so much self-love and trust and optimism that you can heal and that you can come out stronger than ever before from this. All the best.